What if you lose? I've been thinking about this recently, and I think it's very important to discuss because it can lead you to have a sense of urgency, which is what most young men need on their self-improvement journey, and definitely what I need on mine. So this video, I think it will very benefit you. So put the video on full screen and just give me your attention for the next couple minutes, and hopefully it will benefit you. So to start off, I want you to visualize someone in your head who, very unsuccessful person, a person whose habits reflect that as well. So someone who drinks almost every day, someone who has that pizza box on their nightstand or on their dining room table, and they just eat pizza, and they commute to work with a job they don't like, and they're miserable. And then visualize another person, a very successful person who's working on a meaningful business and only eats healthy organic foods, and think about where he lives and what he's doing with his time. And you just take these two people and you put them in a room. What's different between the first and the second person? Of course, you could say their habits. Of course, you could say all of this, but nothing really. That poor person, that person that's struggling, he probably is not much smarter than the dude who's successful. He's probably not much smarter than him. One thing actually changed, and that's their beliefs about each other. One person's beliefs reflected where they are, and another person's belief reflected that. One person actually believed they could be successful and do the things that they want to do with their life. Another person didn't believe, and they stayed where they are, comfortable. They didn't want to improve anything, and they stayed in their little comfort zone, their little box, and they didn't go out of it. Imagine you ending up in that place where you can't do the things that you want to do. You can't achieve the goals that you wanted to achieve simply because you were lazy and comfortable where you were, and you didn't take the action to get there. You didn't want to learn about new things. You thought you knew everything. And especially me, we're very ignorant to the fact that we can't improve stuff, and we really don't know a lot of things, and our ego gets in the way of a lot of things. So if you can push that aside and kind of, visualize the fact, like, I want to achieve my goals. I want to do this. I want to retire my family. I want to buy that house that I've dreamed of buying. I want to buy that car, or not even the materialistic thing, but I want to have like a fulfilling career and purpose I'm working on. Like, these things are so good to keep in mind because they leave you on that path of success. And once you steer off that path and you want to think about these things, you're going to lose. You're going to lose at life. And most people are losing at life. Like, really losing at life. They're working that 9 to 5 they hate. They're struggling to get by. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're drinking. They're smoking. They're eating junk food. They're digging themselves a hole. And most people are doing that. But if you can stand out from those people and you can actually take the time and the effort to have that actionable plan and have this plan for yourself, you're going to do way better than 90% of the people out there. 90% of the people are still being comfortable where they are. They're not wanting to improve because it's difficult. It's difficult to improve. It's difficult to step out of your comfort zone. And that's why most people don't do it. Because it's difficult. It's difficult to step out of your comfort zone and actually admit, like, this is not how I want to live my life. I want to live my life completely differently. And most people won't admit them to themselves. So if you can be the very few that does admit this to yourself and takes the time to reflect, maybe I do need to change my life up. Simple steps at a time. It doesn't take a crazy, huge step, but it does take this sense of urgency as well, which a lot of people lack, is the sense of urgency. And don't get this confused for rushing things and, you know, kind of unorganized behavior where you're just running all over the place, trying this different thing, trying this 50 new business ideas or whatever. But take it as, like, I can't sit and live the life I'm living if I'm not going to where I want to go. If you're doing the same habits every day and you're trying to build an aesthetic physique, let's say, if you're doing those same habits every single day, you're eating junk food, you're binge eating, you're watching Netflix, you're just sitting all day, you're not going to actually improve. Like Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that's what people are doing. Build an aesthetic physique, let's say, and you're doing those habits. If you just change your habits, of course you would be healthier. Of course you would be healthier. I mean, think about the athlete. Is that athlete body, is he eating that junk food? Is he sitting on the couch all day? No, he's not. He's actually getting out there and training. So think of yourself as an athlete, but also have that belief and think of yourself as the athlete who's trying to win the race of life.